Close your eyes. If it feels right, feel the weight of your body sinking into the surface beneath you, your shoulders softening, your jaw releasing, your breath slowing. In this moment, there is nothing to do, nothing to fix, nothing to become. You already are. Tonight, or whenever you listen, we journey through ancient Zen stories, tales from misty mountains, whispered by masters who saw clearly. Each story, a mirror, each teaching, a lantern. Listen without effort. Let the words wash over you like rain on stone. Begin. In a small village at the foot of Mount Hai, lived a tea master named Kotsu. His fame spread across Japan. Samurai traveled days to drink from his bowl. Poets wrote haiku about his hands. Even the shogun sent messengers with gold. One autumn morning, a young scholar arrived. His robes were crisp silk, his hair tied perfectly. In his hand, a heavy scroll of questions. "I have studied Zen for 10 years, he declared. "I know the sutras by heart. I understand emptiness. I understand no mind. Teach me your secret." Kotsu smiled. Without a word, he lifted a simple clay cup. Steam rose like mountain mist. The scholar watched intently. Kotsu poured. The tea filled the cup. Then, he kept pouring. Tea overflowed onto the tatami mat. Puddles formed. The scholar's eyes widened. "Stop!" he cried. "The cup is full. No more will go in." Kotsu lowered the pot. His eyes met the scholar's. "You came to me, full of sutras, full of understanding, full of Zen. How can I show you anything? When your cup is already overflowing, your mind is not broken. It is full. Every day, opinions fill it, worries fill it, plans fill it. Before wisdom can enter, pour out what you think you know. Sit now and notice what thoughts are spilling over. Let them fall. Let them soak into the earth." High in the mountains of Kyoto, an archer named Takumi trained for 20 years. At dawn, he shot 100 arrows. At dusk, 100 more. His arms became iron. His eyes became eagle. By age 35, he never missed. Cherry blossoms, falling leaves, dragonflies in flight, all found his arrow. His students worshipped him. The perfect archer, they called him. One foggy morning, Takumi strung his bow. The target stood 50 paces away, barely visible through gray mist. He drew. He released. The arrow flew and missed. For the first time in 20 years, his students gasped. One laughed nervously. Takumi lowered his bow. He smiled. "The fog has taught me more than 20 years of clear skies. When life hides your target, do not fight the fog. Breathe with it. Sit with it. Become familiar with its shape. Clarity returns, not by force, but by acceptance. Right now, what is your fog? A worry? A loss? An uncertainty? Welcome it. It is your teacher." During the Sengoku Wars, 2 Zen monks walked a mountain path. A battle raged below. Shouts echoed. Arrows whistled. Ahead, a flagpole stood alone. The banner fluttered wildly in wind. "Look," said the older monk. "The flag is moving." "No," said the younger monk. "The wind is moving." They argued as they walked, voices rising, fists clenching. At the next temple, they brought their question to the master. "The flag or the wind? Which moves?" The master sat silently. Incense burned. Finally, he spoke. "Neither." The monk stared. "Your mind is moving. Most suffering comes from this. You argue with what is. The flag blows. The wind passes. Your mind judges. Next time anger rises, pause. Ask, is my mind moving? Watch the storm pass, without chasing it. In the temple of Nansen, monks studied day and night. One afternoon, a cat wandered into the Dharma hall, black as midnight, as like jade. The monks argued, "This cat belongs to me." "No, to me." They grabbed for it. Master Nansen entered. Without a word, he picked up a knife. One clean stroke. The cat fell silent. The monk screamed. Nansen held up the knife. "Speak," he thundered. "Save the cat, or I throw this down." Joshu, the quiet monk, removed his sandals, placed them on his head, and walked away. That evening, Nansen told the story to the assembly. Only Joshu understood. When you cling, even to life itself, you lose everything. Joshu's sandals on his head meant, "I step outside your argument. I see clearly. What are you grasping today? A memory? A fear? A desire? Let it drop." A rich merchant hired the greatest painter in Edo. "I want a masterpiece," he said. "Something eternal." The painter worked for 3 years, day and night. Rice paper covered the walls. Finally, he invited the merchant. The room glowed. Mountains rose from mist. Cranes danced on waves. Every pine needle perfect. The merchant frowned. "It's beautiful," he said, "but something is missing." The painter nodded. He took a brush, dipped it in black ink, and flicked it across the mountains. One wild splash. "Now, it is finished. Perfection is a lie. Life demands the messy stroke, the imperfect line, the unexpected splash. Stop hiding your flaws. They complete you." In a remote temple, a master asked his student, "What is the sound of one hand clapping?" The student stood silent. Days passed. Weeks passed. Finally, the student returned. He clapped once. With one hand, the air moved, but no sound came. The master nodded. Silence is the loudest teaching. Words create boundaries. Silence dissolves them. In this moment, stop speaking inside your head. Listen to the silence between your thoughts. It holds everything. Hakuin, the great Zen master, lived near a convent. One evening, a girl became pregnant. Her family demanded, "Who is the father?" Terrified, she named Hakuin. Villagers spat on him. Students left him. He lost everything. When the baby was born, the family brought it to his door. Hakuin took the child. He cared for it perfectly, fed it, sang to it, loved it. 1 year later, the real father confessed. The family begged, "Please take the child back." Hakuin handed over the baby. He said only one word. "Is that so?" True freedom owns nothing, clings to nothing. Even when life gives you or takes away, you remain whole. Is that so? A monk gazed at the full moon, reflected in a pond. Beautiful, perfect, untouchable. He reached down to touch its light. His hand disturbed the water. The moon shattered into 1,000 pieces. He cried out in despair. An old master watched. He smiled. The moon was never in the water. You went looking for what was already whole. Chasing reflections creates suffering. Your peace, your love, your true self, they were never lost. You went looking in the wrong place. Look up. It is always there. An old woman sold rice cakes outside a famous Zen temple. Monks came daily. They ate her cakes. They praised her skill. One day, a monk asked, "Old woman, what is your understanding of Zen?" She smiled. She took a rice cake and squeezed it tightly. Rice dust fell through her fingers. The monk was confused. He told the headmaster. The master laughed. "She understands more than all of you. Words and concepts are like rice cakes. Squeeze them, and they crumble. Truth cannot be held, only tasted." A monk asked the master, "What is Buddha?" The master answered, 3 pounds of flax." The monk bowed, completely satisfied. Another monk heard this. He was furious. 3 pounds of flax? That is not an answer. He demanded explanation. The master repeated, 3 pounds of flax. The second monk became enlightened. Truth is not in the words. Truth is in seeing without words. Stop waiting for perfect answers. The answer is this moment, exactly as it is. A samurai approached a Zen master. His sword dripped with blood. He had just killed 5 men. He felt nothing. "Master, tell me about heaven and hell." The master looked at the sword, then at the samurai. "You call yourself a warrior? You are a butcher. A disgrace to Bushido." The samurai's face turned red. He raised his sword to strike. The master smiled. "Here, open the gates of hell." The sword fell from the samurai's hand. He dropped to his knees. Tears flowed. The master placed a hand on his shoulder. "Understanding your own heart, that is heaven. Anger shows you your chains. Compassion breaks them. Which gate are you opening right now?" 2 monks walked to the capital. They came to a river in flood. A beautiful woman stood at the bank. She could not cross. The older monk, without hesitation, picked her up, carried her across, set her down. She bowed. They parted. 10 miles later, the younger monk could not bear it. "We are monks. We cannot touch women. Why did you carry her?" The older monk smiled. "I put her down at the river. Are you still carrying her? Most suffering comes from carrying yesterday. Put it down now." A master painter received a commission from the emperor. He worked for 10 years. Finally, he presented the scroll. Mountains, rivers, clouds, every detail perfect. The emperor frowned. "Too perfect. Add a mistake." The painter took his brush, drew one crooked pine tree. The emperor smiled. "Now it is art. Life is never perfect, and that is its beauty. Your scars, your failures, your awkward moments, they make you real. They make you art." A monk swept the temple steps. A visitor watched for hours. Finally, he asked, "Why do you sweep so carefully? No one walks here." The monk replied, "I sweep for the stones, not for people." Every act, done completely, becomes meditation. Washing dishes, walking, breathing, do it for itself, not for reward. This is enlightenment. A master was asked, "What is enlightenment?" He pointed to a cypress tree in the garden. The student saw the tree. He became enlightened. Another student asked the same question. The master was silent. The second student also became enlightened. Seeing requires no words. Truth needs no explanation. Look around you now. What do you really see? You have walked these paths with me. 15 stories, 15 mirrors. Now, sit with what remains. Notice your breath, rising, falling. Notice your body, resting, held. Notice your thoughts, coming, going. This is all there is. No yesterday to fix, no tomorrow to fear, no self to become. Just this breath, body, moment. When the mind grabs a story, let it go. When peace returns, let it stay. You are home. Rest now, or listen again. The stories wait. Namaste.